don't you let us know how things going in the world of Leroy the comedian?
Well, things are going pretty good. Just trying to stay on stage. Got my podcast coming up, comedy series coming up.
Okay, all right. I mean, working, just putting that work, huh?
I dropped out, so I got to do something.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. As a man in the world, definitely gotta keep it moving and pushing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 2Stylish Entertainment. We appreciate you being a part of that.
Oh, of course. I had no choice. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm glad to be a part of it. Of course.
Right. So tell me a little bit more about what you got going on. First, no, you know what? Let's go back a minute. Let's talk about, because with 2Stylish Entertainment, we really try to seek out people who, when it comes to entertainment, whatever platform that they are into, whether it be comedy or singing or whatever the case may be, we try to seek out people who love it as a passion. You know what I mean? Like they feel like, they like it just as much as breathing. You know what I mean? So why don't you take us back a little bit and just talk about, how'd you come involved with it as far as, doing comedy and stuff like that, and just walk us through that experience. You know what I mean?
I got you. Well, I started 4 years ago. I told my family I'm thinking about doing comedy. And they just laughed at me, really. They just laughed,
Yeah.
I was a quiet kid, so it was just so shocking that I wanted to get on stage and talk. I didn't talk off stage, so why would I talk on stage?
On stage, that's true. Yeah.
So I was actually in driving school, and we were all talking about what we wanted to be in life. And I said a comedian, and one of the other students was like, well, you should go to Magooby's, and they have an open mic showcase. I went to Magooby's, got on stage, my family came out to support. 4 years later, I'm in this truck.
Not too bad of a truck, not too bad of a truck.
Oh yeah, nice truck, nice.
But cool, man. So and how do you feel about comedy in relation to like maybe some other things that you may have done, and you know what I mean, and maybe you might have did it for a little while, maybe 6 months or something like that. But 4 years, that's a commitment right there. You know what I mean? That's like almost to the point where y'all about to go down the aisle type thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's gonna be longer than 4 years. Put a zero behind it
right
before I get married. I'm just saying. But no, comedy is taking me so far, just to the point where I could never stop doing it.
Right.
Like I was one of those kids where I was always into something, and then the next week on to something else.
Yeah.
And comedy is different. Like I just can't stay away from it. I just can't. Even if I tried to, I just go right back to it. And I can't imagine what I'd be doing if I never started comedy. Like I'd probably be like a pizza boy or something.
A pizza boy or something.
Something.
Right.
How you doing something random?
Right.
So,
well, that's good, man. I mean, that's similar to me in reference to, how I looked at when I wanted to get into, my career and things of that nature. I kind of wanted to make sure that, I got into something that I actually feel passionate about. And a lot of things that I do in the corporate sector is really helping out folks and making sure that, I'm able to, provide a service that allows people to feel good, you know what I mean, and be positive. So it was like almost kind of like a thing for me that I really wanted to make sure that I put something together that people can feel like they can come and be at a place where they can feel relaxed and have a good time, and nothing better to me than seeing people smile and laugh and with people who have different kind of laughs. I'm sure, like, what was the weirdest like laugh that you heard somebody, like you on stage doing your thing or whatever, and next thing you know, out of nowhere, there's this loud laugh. You know what I mean? Like, we ever remember any type of story like that?
It's just one laugh. It only comes from women.
Well, okay.
Like, it's just one laugh, and you'll find them maybe like, I'm thinking about 1 in 1,000 women had this laugh.
Uh-huh.
Where when they find something so funny, they just start screaming.
Right.
Like that. You be like, yeah, she felt that. That hit home, that laugh. Yeah,
right.
That scream laugh. And when you get that laugh, you feel good.
You feel, yeah, it's just a good feeling. So I think that's one of the things that, when I put this together, that I really wanted to make sure that we, have a venue to be able to allow even more stuff. I already do a lot of stuff, as far as helping and things of that nature, but I really wanted to put a platform together to be able to do even more than that. Because you never know, there might be people who are really going through some tough times or whatever. You deal with that side of it too. I mean, yeah, it's all about fun and this, that, and the other, but there's a time where, some people are really going through stuff and they may just need you to be able to get through some tough times at some point. You know what I mean? So for me, I know that really helps me, give me the will to drive forward to make this company, not only this company a reality, but what it has to offer for the public. You know what I mean? So tell us a little bit more about some of your experiences in reference to because I know you've traveled. That's one thing I haven't had a chance to do yet, but you never know what might be in the cards. But you were able to go to different states and stuff like that. What were some of the differences in different states, and what are some of the common things that's like, I don't care where you go, if you doing a show and it's like certain people there or whatever, that they just have a common thing that they do when you go to make them laugh and stuff like that.
Well, one thing that's always common is if the show don't turn out well, the promoter give you that talk.
Right.
That talk like, look, man, we ain't did too well at the door. We thought this was gonna be a sure thing.
Right.
And you gotta be like, all right, so how much you not gonna pay me?
Right.
Like, comedy is one of the only places where you can go to work, show up, do your job, and you might not get paid.
You might not get paid.
You might not get paid.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't not got paid a lot of times.
A lot of times, huh?
And I just knew I was gonna get paid. But it happens with traveling. People are pretty much the same when it comes to their core values. I think the biggest thing with comedy, where when you travel, the only differences there are the lingo. Okay. You gotta watch what you say, because some people might not know. Like, if I can't go to Houston to talk about chicken boxes,
okay,
it's not going. They're like, what's the chicken box?
What's the chicken box?
Like, they don't have that there. So that's the main thing, just the lingo, because people have relationship problems. People don't like their job all over, not just in one particular place.
Right. Got you. That makes a whole lot of sense, because there's certain common denominators just as people that we deal with, that no matter where you are, if you talk about certain things as far as like relationships and things of that nature, as far as like food or just certain situations that you might be in, that everybody can pretty much relate to it no matter where. You could be probably in Canada somewhere, not even in this country. But yeah, you talk about certain things about relationships and food or whatever the case may be, everybody probably, like, hey, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, can relate. So that's pretty cool. So now, we can get to the point where we, have a fantastic, bringing it to a complete fruition of going into the 2Stylish entertainment movement now. You know what I mean? And that's pretty big, you know what I mean? Because with the 2Stylish entertainment movement and what we about to bring to folks in the area, dealing with, again, I like to try to stay, and you know how I am, I'm really big supporter of local talent and trying to make sure that the people here, can eat, you know what I mean, and be able to perform and be able to, bring about their talents to a great audience and things of that nature. So with this is going to be one, that's going to be crazy. We got a lot of technology and things of that nature that we're going to be bringing. So it's pretty exciting. You know what I mean? And I'm super excited. I can't wait. Because again, at this show, we're going to have singers, comedians. We've decided, we sat down as a team, decided to put the comedians first. So, you know what that means? That means that you pretty much got a special seat, because the first performer that they will see will be you, starting out the comedy portion of the show. So how do you feel about that?
I feel great about that. I love the fact that I'll be performing for the audience for a great show, hosting, and also I get to get in the show for free.
That's true. That's true.
That's a bonus in itself. I get to see an amazing show for free. So I'm happy about that. I know it's going to be a great turnout, a good positive movement for the city.
Yeah, exactly. But so make sure, people, the tickets are selling like crazy. Get your tickets now. If this is not the show that you want to wait till the last minute, because believe me when I tell you, I'm one to I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes, and then I'll do it tomorrow again, and then tomorrow comes again, and then before you know it, we're not able to unfortunately, they're limiting us to the amount of people that can come in there because they just don't have the capacity. Now, we was thinking about doing a standing room only, but we might not want to go that route. But again, you want to get your tickets sooner than later, jump right on. You can go to www.2stylish.eventbrite.com, grab your tickets, bring your friends, bring your girl if you got a girl, bring your man if you got a man, whatever the case may be, bring them all. Have a good time, and that way you got somebody to talk to and say, look, I had a great time. You want to be able to talk to somebody about it as opposed to somebody who don't know exactly what you're talking about. So bring as many people as you want. We still got rooms, still got tickets. Come on through, and we're gonna have a good time.
Oh yeah.
You ready for this, man?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. 2 Stylish for life, baby.